So we're going to talk about home affordability. We're seeing in the headlines that the home affordability index is, the lowest it's been in a long time. When the home affordability index is high, that means a lot of people can afford to buy the houses. When the home affordability index is low, that means less people can afford to buy homes in the current environment. And there's three things that affect affordability. Interest rates, which we've all seen the headlines, rates are up something like 4 percentage points in the last 12 months. That's the biggest increase that we've seen in 50 years. The second piece of the puzzle is home prices, right? So the more expensive the home is, the more it costs you to borrow money to buy it. And the third piece is wages. Let's talk about how these three things affect affordability and what we've seen in the last few years. We've seen a huge run up in pricing from pre-pandemic to post-pandemic. And if you look at this graph on the screen, you can see just how much higher home prices are today than they were, prior to the pandemic. Now, after the pandemic, they tried to cool off the market by cooling down demand, and the way they did that is by increasing interest rate. The government doesn't increase the mortgage interest rate specifically by itself, but they have a series of mechanisms that have caused the rates to increase. When you couple the home price increases with higher rates, it's like a double whammy of making your monthly payment go up. When home prices were going up a lot, rates were coming down, so the payments weren't changing that drastically. They were going up, but the payments weren't changing that drastically when it was just prices going up, but rates were super low in the 2s and 3s and low 4s. But look at this graph. So you can see that wages have consistently gone up as well. So if you have wages going up and home prices going up, but interest rates coming down, then a lot of people can still afford the payment with the wage and the price. And once you sprinkle in the high rates and do the double whammy, then you can see that the demand has come way back down to earth, and fewer people are able to afford homes today than were able to afford homes in the recent past because of the increase in prices and the increase in rates. If you're out there shopping, these are some things you want to consider. Can I get my income up? Is there, I've seen people change jobs, get raises, and I've seen, wages go up, 10, 15, 20, 30% in some cases. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, wages are up about 6.9% on average. So wages are going up. So can I get my wages up? The second piece of it is, can I negotiate a lower price? That's pretty cut and dry. A lower price is going to be a lower payment. And the second thing is there something I can do to affect the interest rate? Can I do a different loan product? Can I do a rate buy down? Can I get the seller to give me credits to get the rate lower? So when you're thinking about, can I afford a home, you're not necessarily just stuck with what the market is today and where you are today. If we were planning on buying a home in, say, the next 1 to 3 to 5 years or whatever your goal is, these are the things you need to focus on. How do I get my income up? Can I negotiate lower prices? And when I go to purchase the home, am I able to get the interest rate down in such a fashion that makes it affordable for me? Those are the three things that kind of play into affordability. And yes, it's less affordable today than it has been in the past, but if rates and prices come down and wages continue to go up, these things can change pretty quickly, and it's generally those three factors that cause it to do so.